Hey, Samira.
Hi, Jody.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Good. Should we just dive on in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Um, what version of are you trying to step into this season?
Finding my purpose.
Okay. And what does that look like?
Um, Honestly, I don't know yet.
And that's
I'm
okay.
working on it.
Okay. Okay.
So right now, I am just trying, a little bit of everything. I made a list of things I would like to accomplish. So just checking things off the list.
Okay. Well, that's good. I heard you wrote a book.
I did. Yes.
What's the name of that book?
Next stop, middle school.
Do you see yourself writing another book?
No.
No. Okay. Was it
No.
difficult?
It was very difficult. The process took way too long. And then I don't like the pricing structure
Okay.
of publishing books.
Oh.
So I actually went to a self-publisher. And, I got it for a cheaper price. But, I don't know. I feel like books should be affordable for people.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of things that should be affordable for people, but we're not. That's for a whole nother topic.
Yes. But I think it's a one and done. So maybe like part two,
Okay.
I might have the kids do it, like write it and illustrate the book.
How are the kids?
Really good right
Okay.
now. Yes,
And you have a little bit of an age gap.
I do.
How is that?
Okay. So I had to relearn everything.
I know. We've talked. When I asked you for advice, you're
Yes.
like, what?
I had to relearn everything. But it's beautiful because, the boys are self-sufficient. So they help out a lot. So I
look
get the
forward
best
to
of
those
both
days.
worlds.
I look forward to those days. Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I like
How
it.
are they with Solana?
Perfect.
Okay.
No complaints.
Oh, good. You are my perfect mother.
Don't say that.
I know. None of us are. I think that's the reality of that we all are striving to be something that is not realistic. That's not realistic.
No.
Perfection. I mean, what is that?
I mean, I try not to put too much pressure on myself
Okay.
because, as a mom, it's easy to feel guilty about just, taking time out or doing little things for yourself. It's easy to feel guilty.
That was one of my questions to you is that do you have guilt for wanting other things outside of being a mom?
I used to. I used to feel bad leaving them, like going to work and stuff like that. But now kids deserve to see happy parents. So whatever you have to do to get yourself
Whatever that happy is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Like mental health, physical health, whatever you have to do, I think you should do it.
I agree. I feel like I have struggled with that. I am 100% a working mother. I am not meant to be a stay-at-home mom, but I love, love, love my kids. But I also want them to see that working gives you point and purpose, and I find that to be so important in life in general. Like all for the mental health. Totally get it. It's very important, and you don't have to be. I hate when the word is, well, essentially you don't have to be committed to this job and that's everything. But I also think you need to be committed to something that's outside of yourself.
Yes.
Because that's where you get into trouble and you're focusing so much on yourself, in my opinion. So getting out and about and doing something for others, I want my kids to see that.
Yes.
But
you're on the right track because I feel like, your business is successful. So they get to see that.
I mean,
that part, and they might, you could encourage them to start their own business or.
I have no problem if they chose to be an entrepreneur versus college. I'm non-traditional in that sense. I understand that that's, what people, I mean, trust me, they have bank accounts basically that are set up for college. And I've talked to Derek about it and I've thought about it like, well, what if they're not even good in school? I was never good in school. That's not realistic for most. I'm totally fine with them doing a trade. I'm totally fine with them starting a business.
Me too, yes.
As long as they're productive. Like stay out of trouble.
Do something.
Yeah. Stay out of trouble. Stay on the straight and narrow. You do the right things, but don't be living in my basement at
Right.
a certain age.
Right.
I won't
but what
put an
age
age
is
on it.
that? What age is that?
Oh, it just depends, honestly. Like, I personally would probably say after 20, just because I feel like you should be kind of getting traction into real world life.
I feel like for me, I think like I would want my kids to stay home as long as they want to.
Yeah.
Because I think like I feel like I moved out way too early.
How old were you when you
17.
Okay. Oh,
Well, I was
yeah.
about to be 18.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so
Okay.
18.
Okay.
And you're still a kid.
Yeah. You think like a kid.
Like I didn't know nothing. Like, I had to like learn everything. Like I remember I went to the Secretary of State and I called my brother. I'm like, I'm here. What do I do?
I mean,
He had to walk me through it.
yeah, I mean, I agree. I was
Yeah.
kind of, fed to the wolves, as you would say, like just figure it out, and I don't find that to be useful at all. So I agree with you on that, 100%. And maybe if they're doing, like, say they're in school and it makes more sense for them to be at home, but I do think real world experience, I always say it to some of like my employees and things like that are into like this soft, I don't necessarily know if that works. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have real life experience. You have to be able to get out and like touch it, feel it, see it, experience
Right.
it.
Yes.
But if you're not mature and ready to do all that, I get it. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, you got to, that's, I'm not going to put an age. I guess I shouldn't even say 20 years old, but I do think that around then you should start kind of being able to see the real world for what it is.
Yes.
You
And
know?
training them, prepping them,
For
teaching them
everything.
life skills
Oh,
at,
for
at an
sure.
early age.
Yeah. The sooner the better, because it's
Yeah.
not like you're not going to have, errors along the way or bumps in the road. No problem. Come back home to mama. I'm not
Right.
opposed to that, but I need you to be getting somewhere, and doing something.
Did you ever go back home?
Nope. No.
Wow.
No.
So you were just out. What
Out.
age did you move out?
18. And I mean, that's for a whole nother episode.
I think
but
I moved back like 3 times.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Just because it was.
Things just got too hard,
Okay.
so I just moved back home. It was easier for me.
Okay.
So
Yeah, no, I worked. I literally have worked, and I've
That's
always
nice.
been in the same industry and not. And when I say industry, you know how that could sound.
Yes.
In senior care, ever since.
So speaking of parenting, do you think like are you a strict parent or lenient?
Derek's the more strict. Derek being my husband, and I am pretty flexible on certain things. It depends. Like, no disrespect, obviously, but mine are babies. So there's only, 2.5. I mean, he definitely can use some structure and all of that, but Derek is more of the disciplinarian versus I am a little bit more lenient on, I don't have a problem with screen time. I grew up with that. I understand more or less if it's the TVs versus, the actual. I just don't see that being that big of a deal.
At what age would you let them have a cell phone?
Today's day, I don't know, honestly, because
Scary.
I kind of see it as you have to have it, but then like, how do you really structure that? How do you do that? Because like, if they're out and about, don't you want them to be able to get a hold of you?
Well, that's the reason why I got my boys a phone.
Right.
With the
GPS.
Find My
Find My
or
Phone.
Find My Phone.
Okay.
So that I know like where they catch the bus to school. So
Okay.
I like to go on the app like, okay, they made it to school because they can't call or text me, hey, I made it to school.
Okay.
So I like that feature, but I monitor them.
Yeah.
Is
that stressful?
No, I trust my boys.
Okay.
I do. I trust them. And they ask me first. Like, AJ the other day, he said, can I have my friend? I don't remember his name. His phone number? I said, is he a follower or a leader?
And what did he say?
A leader. I'm
Okay.
like, okay.
Okay.
I said, is he a troublemaker or, a kid that's followed the rules? And he said, he gets good grades. I'm like, okay, you can have his phone
Good
number.
answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Yes.
I don't know. I think that I'll kind of gauge it. I got a few years before I have to really think about that, but I
Hmm.
do learn from you guys. I watch. I mean, even with my, goddaughter, I see that she has one and she's 11, but I know it's for purposes of when you're at
Yes.
school or you don't feel good or,
Hmm.
I mean,
It's
other
necessary, I think.
in today's
But
day,
no social media.
yeah, I can't
I
imagine that.
think maybe 13. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. Well, I
But
mean, the biggest thing I think is finding, and this isn't everything, the balance in that. Because, like, if you give it to them,
hmm
that could be like their obsession,
yes.
you know?
Or you know what I think, especially for little girls, once they get on social media, they start to like nitpick everything about themselves.
I know.
And I don't like that.
But we're adult women and we nitpick and
We do.
everything about ourselves. So, what's the difference? We didn't have that kind of technology.
Yeah.
That
But I feel
was,
like we were more carefree though. Like growing up, I didn't care. Like we hardly wore makeup.
yeah, true,
We
true,
did
true,
not wear
true.
makeup.
Yeah.
And I think I was like 16 the first time I got my nails done. I didn't care about that type of stuff.
Okay. Well,
But
in today's day, do you feel like that's important?
yes,
Okay. Is
I
it do
see
you do it for
girls,
yourself or do you do it for like outside appearances?
I do it for myself.
Same, same,
I do it
same.
for myself. But I am low maintenance.
Okay.
Like I wear press on nails.
Who are you? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I swear I'm kidding.
I wear press on nails.
Oh, okay. Well, I do not.
I don't have time to go to the nail salon.
I find that is like I carve that into me time.
Yeah.
And trust me, it
I
becomes
don't
a
like the
chore.
drilling and
I mean, the nails are the least thing I'm
too
worried.
much work.
Is it the time?
Yes.
Okay.
It's something that I have to make time for.
And it's not a priority because clearly, if
No,
it was, you'd be on your.
it's not a priority.
Yeah.
But maybe in the future,
Okay.
maybe I could like make a spa day like every Saturday and just go get hair.
Well,
And,
in a real life world, I mean, that sounds great, but I mean, with little kids and kids, I mean, the balance of all of that,
yes.
I think it becomes a more of a chore, and that's, I mean, it's all about if you find that to be a priority,
Yes.
So
Well, I have a question for you.
sure.
What one tool you cannot live without right now to help you balance, your career, marriage, kids? Like, what is something that you just cannot live without?
Well,
You can name multiple things.
okay, no. I definitely have good help for the kids.
Okay.
So that is a big thing, and I have a very, very supportive husband. So
Okay.
I am able to do what I need to do when I need to do it. And
That is a blessing.
I know. And I find it as if you are a woman in business and anybody in business and you have kids, you have to have that support because I think the guilt of leaving and going to do what you have to do and it not being your family, your immediate family, I think that would eat you up.
Well, okay, so what do you say to people, like other mothers, that they may feel like they don't have support? Like what do you think they should do, like in order to get the help they need?
Find a support system.
How?
I mean, there are lots of help, and I am not opposed to getting out there. So the only help that we have that we actually know is Kim. Our she does Tuesday through Thursday. But I have had to go out and look for good help and then stay around, do the trial and error and things like that. There's resources out, but you have to be motivated to look for it. And I am a person that thinks like I need to make sure my kids are good. I'm also in an industry where we take care of people, and I need to make sure that my clients are good. So all of those things come naturally to me where I'm like, okay, it's out there. I got to find it. I got to be comfortable with it. And then I can breathe when I leave. Because a lot of people like myself, unfortunately, I don't have family support. So either I'm going to be that person and burn myself out, which that's not realistic, not good for my kids, not good for my husband, not good for my clients, not good for my employees. I have to go out and find it. And there are resources out there. You just have to have the willingness to get out there and look for it.
So you, speaking of resources, like, are you using like care.com or?
I use them all. I
Okay.
use social media. I use care.com. I've used Craigslist. If you're careful, you can screen people. It's taking the time to meet them, to see them, putting the energy. Indeed, I'm speaking for employment and things like that.
Yeah.
Job fairs are good. The local colleges have a lot of, you can find a ton of nannies. You can find a ton of nurses. If you go to like the community colleges, there's boards online and in person that you can find help with.
Wow. I might have to like look into that.
And really,
I just don't trust people.
I know. And the thing about it is, you're not the only mom out there that doesn't feel like that. Because,
Yeah.
look at our circle. We are in the same circle.
Yeah.
And a few of you guys do have that same issue. So I have to imagine that some days it becomes exhausting to say, like, well, I couldn't even go if I wanted to.
Right. Yeah.
With a 1-year-old, it's not as easy as it is with the boys because you can get up and go.
Right. Yeah.
With baby girl, you can't do that.
Oh, no.
So,
She is on my hip.
right. And
Wherever I go.
and part of you probably loves that. You know what I mean? But then the other struggle is, where do you find your balance on living the life you want? Or is that the life you want? Do you want to,
No, I think you need balance, as a mom. Like, you have to take time for yourself. Even if it's like, for me, it's bedtime.
Same.
So Monday through Thursday, I am really strict on the schedule, our schedule at home. Because, I think life is a little bit hectic for me with just work and kids and everything. That bedtime is 8:30. Let's get ready for bed.
Right.
So the boys are getting ready for bed. So by 9, all 3 sleep. So for me at that time, that's when I wind down. I might read a book or, watch a show on Netflix or, I don't know, enjoy like some chocolate or something, on my phone, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. So I think it is important to balance, your me time. You just need that moment to unwind sometimes.
But how do you think that you're going to how do you see yourself letting go and actually getting someone to help you that isn't outside?
I think, see, for me, I feel like my baby girl is like too young right now.
Okay.
So once she gets older, like maybe like 2 or 3, I might feel a little bit more comfortable, having people like come and sit with her. So I was thinking about taking myself to the movies.
Okay.
Do you go to the movies or out to eat by yourself?
I do all of it by myself.
Really?
I have no problem.
You like it?
I do.
I need to try it.
I have a lot of comfort in being alone. Obviously, I love, love, love my husband and my children, but I have always found a lot of peace in being alone.
I think that's good.
It depends on who you're asking.
Yeah.
Some people don't. They find that to be very odd. But I have no problem of doing anything on my own. A movie, though, Derek has brought up to me about not doing that. So he has saw some of the most, he's not into horror movies. I am. So that,
Are you?
I love I wouldn't even say more of a psychological thriller. I've always been into that, like anything Stephen King, anything like that. Always. But I do find a lot of peace in being by myself. I think the best. I can get my thoughts together. I can, I'm a big person on if I get asked something and I really don't know the right answer just because I deal with all emotion. My industry is all emotion. I will find my best thinking and my best peace when I'm by myself and doing something, and it will come to me, and I usually can figure out what's best for all parties involved. And that's always my main goal. Because what I initially think, yeah, I know that that's going to work, but is it really going to work? Somebody might not be ready to hear that,
So how do you wind down? Like, after your busy day, like, how do you, decompress at the end of the night?
I'm like you. Derek will make me popcorn, or I'm I like to research a lot about healthcare. I like to kind of know what's going on these days, what's not going on. I also enjoy the nighttime routine, but not every day is. Some days you're like, you guys got to go to bed. Like
Yeah.
we're there. Like
So do you have a certain, like a set bedtime for your kids?
9:00.
Okay.
9
Yeah,
o'clock.
9 o'clock is a good time.
I feel like that's the even. Like I feel like 7:30. That's way too early.
Yeah, it is.
I feel
Maybe like 8:30.
I
You
mean-
should change it to 8:30
Y-
for
they-
yours.
well, no, we have tried with the sitters,
Okay.
and no, they're up. They're up. Like anytime we do a date night, it doesn't matter how much we tell them, like, hey, don't nothing after 9. They're always like, oh, they were so tired, they were ready to go to. Please don't, because I won't go on date nights anymore. And I
Yeah.
do feel like date nights are important to reconnect with your husband and have something, to even catch up on conversation.
How many date nights do you usually go on?
I always try to set up at least 1 to 2 a month.
That's good.
Right.
Yeah, that's good. Do you normally like plan it or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll usually send a text message to him or talk to it. Like in the morning and the night is when we kind of catch up, or I'll call him on the road if I have a lot going on. Because some of the days are just hectic, and I just want to tell him, I'm thinking about you, love you. This will happen.
That's so sweet.
Well, I have to work on, I'm not like that in general, but I know that is important in a relationships, and I love
is.
him, and I want that for us.
Yeah.
I don't want him to ever think that I don't think that.
I can relate to you
Okay.
on that because I am not like super affectionate, but that's because like, growing up, we're not like the family that like, just hug and
Bring it
say
in
I
for the
love
real
you.
thing.
And,
Yeah.
we don't really do that. I mean, now things are better, but, growing up, it's like, no.
You're like, do you love me? I mean, we're like,
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm questioning it.
But so now actually, I go out of my way to tell my boys I love you. I give them hugs.
A million times a
I,
day.
Say positive affirmations. I tell them, you guys are so smart, so handsome. Oh my God. Like,
Hyping them up.
I really hype them up. I really do. And then they get just so giddy. Like,
Right.
it's so funny.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I feel like I definitely could use more of that because I didn't grow up with that either. So I think that if you didn't grow up with that and you want to change that, you have to really work at it.
Yeah.
And it's not about that you don't mean it or you're not thinking it, but it is important for people to feel it, see it. And I've
Yeah.
heard it,
Yeah.
We're in the same circle. So,
Right.
people are like, do you love me?
Well, it's important for like internally, we know how we feel.
Mm-hmm.
Like internally, I know I love Jody, but saying it, you actually
I do.
you caught me off guard. Like I think we were talking, and you go like after before we hung up the phone, you were like, "Love you," and I paused.
You're like, but do you? What's going on here?
I paused. I was like, "Love you too." It was so foreign to me.
Okay.
Because it's just not something that we say.
Okay.
So now, it's just normal now. But before, I was just like, she said she loved me.
Well, I do. Just throwing it out there. Well, I mean, how do you feel like that, that part of your life? I mean, obviously, your mom loved you and all of those things. But like, do you feel like you have to like train yourself now? Like, is that, or does it just come naturally with the kids?
No, I have to train myself.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm getting there. But it's just, I know how I feel inside. Like, I love my kids.
Oh, I know.
Like,
those are your,
I
those
miss
are your
them so much, like, all day. Like, I think I talk about my kids all day. I'm sure people at work, like, would she shut up,
You have a good balance, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not around you 24/7, though.
I do talk about my kids a lot.
Okay.
But when it comes to, like, emotion, I make sure that I do it, you know, because I may not be thinking about it. You know, when I'm
Okay.
at home, I'm in the groove. You get home, you washing dishes, cooking, and stuff like that, helping the kids with homework. You're not like, did I say I love you today? You know, so I make sure I do it.
Yeah. I feel like when we put Benny, our oldest, to bed, he does the kiss with everybody now. He goes,
Oh, that's so
I
cute.
love you. And
Yeah.
like I said, I didn't have that either, but I make sure that they know, even like when he does something silly or that he's not supposed to be doing, I'm like, I love you, but you can't, and I'm sure as he gets older, I'm going to be like, listen, no love is in this. I'm really mad at you, but like for the
Yeah.
little stuff and like the beginning, I think it's important that they know like errors can happen, things can happen,
Oh
but like
yeah,
I love
mistakes.
the emotional
Yeah.
part of it. I think we have to basically retrain ourselves from that, which I mean,
It's important when you're a parent, like just breaking the cycle, you know, of whatever we dealt with as a child. You want to do the complete opposite. Like at least most of us want to.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
sometimes you find yourself that you're exactly them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you're basically rewriting that whole
Yes.
script, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I feel guilt for saying that for some group, but I'm in I deal with all types of people, and I hear that when they say that, like I wanted to change this, I wanted to do this, but I'm exactly that, and it's important to kind of keep yourself in check and remind yourself and have those check-in moments where you're like, am I okay? All right.
Yeah.
Or apologizing when you've
Yeah.
done something,
Yeah.
I've gotten a little testy with, the 2.5-year-old, and I remind myself, I'm like, he's 2.5 years old.
Right. Yeah.
Obviously I'm not like yelling or screaming or I don't know if we can say beating, but you know what I mean. None of that. But I'm like, why would you do that? Why do you? And it's obviously, you know what it is. It's the 9-month-old. He's very territorial, and I
Yes.
have to like.
That'll
Don't.
change.
I feel so bad.
That'll change.
Preston, this kid is gonna be like either really, really tough or just like really resentful because I'm like, you need to be nice.
It'll be the opposite. So once Preston is older, he'll start beating Benny up.
And I'm like gonna be like, what is this?
Why?
Yeah. What is it? WWE?
Because Will is like so AJ is like the softer one, like as far as like just a nice kid. Like, oh yeah, Will, whatever. But Will is like he gets AJ together.
He's like,
yep.
No.
And he listens to him too. So I have to remind him, listen, you're the big brother, right? And I tell Will too, you have to have respect for your brother. Your brother is older. So, but yeah, the dynamic between the two is so cute.
I'm so happy they have each other too. I do think it's important that the siblings have someone that they can live life with.
And you experienced that with Brandy, your sister.
Yeah.
You experienced that with her too.
Yeah, I mean, thick as thieves.
Yeah, that's nice. What's the age difference between?
13 months.
Wow.
13 months.
Wow.
So
nice.
My two, they have about a 20-month difference, so they'll have kind of that. And
do you feel like you have separation anxiety? Like
from
being
my
that you
kids?
guys are like, you and Brandy, you guys are so close in age. When you were growing up, did you have separation anxiety?
Yeah. I mean, we were
apart?
like I said, we were thick. We didn't even know one was a different color until somebody once told us. And we were like, what? So yeah, we thought we were like one person. Like we didn't really see anything outside of that. You know what I mean? Like it was just, and I feel like when you're that close with siblings, I see that with my husband and his brother. They're like so close but so different. And I think that's a bigger thing as well, is kind of seeing that.
Yeah. Cute.
So yeah, I mean the balance of all of this is I don't know where I was going with that.
I know. So